Hi, I'm Trevor Lund of RoofTrev.com, and since 2005, I've been helping people to plan, to write, to design and layout, to print and distribute and market their books. I've been a ghostwriter and a co-writer. I've authored over 25 books myself. I started and ran a self-publishing company. I've done co-publishing, and I've even done traditional publishing, using the best methods to help people sell their books the best way. Have connections all over the world that no guru would ever share with you, and I had to corner a few of them to get these connections myself. I know more about running a small press company than has ever been disclosed in any author bootcamp or seminar series. And now I'm officially called a book shepherd. I hear you asking, what's a book shepherd? A book shepherd is an experienced guide who helps authors through publication. Shepherds may do some of the work on the book themselves. They may hire out parts of the project. They help directly or indirectly with the author's needs of design, editing, marketing, form filling, printing, distribution, and publicity. In essence, a good book shepherd can save the author time, money, headaches, and hopefully disappointment. You're writing your book, or you've written your book, and that's amazing. You've got bigger plans than just finishing your book. You want your book to be successful. For most of us, that means treating our book like a business and starting our own small publishing house. With 9 out of 10 traditionally published books not making enough money to pay for the advances given to the authors, and technology increasing and social media advancing and specializations being defined, the independent published author has major advantages over the traditional system. I can guide you through any step of the process that you need help with. I can even guide you to set up your own publishing company. You've got to be careful about self-publishing because there are shysters out there who want to take your money. I'm not even talking about the site that I'm going to be comparing for you in a minute. Every scam in the world can be applied to book publishing. Most authors have gotten that invitation to partner with someone who will do all the work, and all we need to do is pay for the first 5,000 books at $18 a book. Yeah, you know what I mean. What about the legitimate companies that help people to self-publish? You need to know the truth about them. They aren't set up to sell you more books. That's not where they make money. They are set up to sell you more stuff. Promotional materials, marketing materials, subcontracted editing, and selling you the books is where they make the money. You can generally get better quality for a fraction of the price when you set up your own small publishing house and know where to get the services. I launched and ran a self-publishing house for a time, and I set it up to help anyone publish. And I soon learned that the only money that I would make would be in the upsell that I could do. But my conscience wouldn't allow me, and that's very good news for you. I know what the self-publishing houses don't want you to know. I can show you how you can do all the services that they offer. Knowing what I know will release you to do bulk special sales and open up new markets for your books. Let me just give you an example of the costs of publishing. Without naming names, I've done some costing out. Every book is going to have different printing costs. Depends on the trim size, the word count, and the number of pages. So for this example, I've assumed you have a 180-page book. It's going to be 6 by 9 and about 4,500 words. The retail price is going to be $17.99 US. I've also assumed that you're going to need help editing, which is absolutely critical if you're looking for a marketable book. Finally, I'm factoring in that you're going to order 500 books yourself, because any author can sell 500 books of their own, and I can help you do that. That's not an issue. I'm comparing one company, I'm keeping nameless, with what it would cost if you knew what I knew, and you could set up your own publishing house. So this company, the package cost is $4,289. That's the advertised price. That's what they get you in the door with, and they give you a whole list of things that, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. Yeah, you need the wisdom to know what you need. Editing through them is at almost 3 cents a word. So at 4,500 words, that's $1,350. Books ordered, they entice you because they give you 60 books. So we'll factor that you only have to buy 440. But they let you purchase it at 45% off the cover price. Yeah, that's right. They want you to have a higher than industry standard cover price because they make their money selling you the books that you're going to sell yourself. So they give you that at $9.89 a book. At 440, that's $4,351.60. So round it all up, your total cost, your unadvertised cost, is going to be $9,990. Now that does not include shipping you those books, and that's a huge expense. And it's doing very little marketing. In fact, you're going to have to do most of the marketing in this package. Now, please don't ever spend this much for your book. If you're going to spend this much, make sure you're spending about $8,000 of this on marketing, because then you can really do some good work. But don't ever spend this much money on a book just to have that book in your hands. If you knew what I know, you could get the editing for $651.48. You could get the book layout for $40, the cover design for $120. You could print 500 copies at $2.50 for a total of $1,250. If we throw in the promotional materials that they offer and distribution package, your total cost is going to be $2,168. Now that's a $7,800 savings. Now, you'd only need to sell 120 books in order to break even. And you have the potential to make over $6,800 on the first 500 books that anybody can sell. Thing is too, those books that you order, I can tell you how to do that so you don't keep any inventory in stock. You don't actually ship those books to yourself. The person who buys the books pays for the shipping, so you don't have those shipping expenses. Now, these numbers may seem ridiculous to you, and they are. I've had to learn to do it all myself because I've never been able to bring myself to spend $10,000 on a book. But that's how I found out the benefit of having my own publishing house, and that's how I made the connections that I needed that I can share with you. I can guide you to make that kind of money out of a single book by selling only 500 copies. And the knowledge I give you, you can multiply out. Or maybe you'd like to sell 10,000 copies. Well, who wouldn't? If your book is the right for it, I can guide you through a campaign to sell that many books in one order. Now, most people I've worked with are more concerned with getting their book out. So listen to what some of the people I've worked with have said. Don says, when I took on the task of writing a purity devotional that moms could share with their daughters, I thought there was no way that I could accomplish what was on my heart to do. Through Trevor's patience, advice, and planning suggestions, I now believe I can accomplish what God has asked me to do. Thank you, Trevor, for all your help now and in the future. Debbie says this, I would just like to say what excellent service I received with Trevor. He really took the time to listen to my heart's desire about my project and offered helpful suggestions. In fact, I feel he pretty much bent over backwards. Thank you for helping my dream of being a published writer come true. Maxine wrote me and said this, Hi, Trevor, I'd like to tell you many thanks for your great help with the publishing and marketing of my book. I really appreciate all that you've done for me. May you always be blessed. And Miriam says, thanks for all your work and your prayers. Now, I'm choosy about the people I work with. I want to be as excited about your book project that you are. I'm working on some amazing ones right now, and I can't wait to tell you about them on RevTrev.com. I want to promote the people I work with through my social networks. That's another very unique thing to my approach. I want to know that you consider your book a business and have enough time and money to invest in it and are taking the time to plan for it. So before you even contact me to find out about my services, I need you to do something for the success of your book. Download my one-page book business plan and complete it the best you can. You'll have instructions in it on how you can contact me. If you want to find out more about what I do as a book shepherd, follow the links for the Book Shepherd system and the testimonials, and read the case studies that I've got on the website. Now, I'm excited to find out about your book. It doesn't matter if it's just a concept or if it's already published and you need help marketing it. I have answers for most of the questions you have every step along the way. I can help you plan for your book. I can even help you to rescue your book when you need help to achieve the success that you need. So download my one-page book business plan. You'll be glad you did.